All right, good evening. Thank you so much for coming. I sometimes think about the stories that I tell, and then I wonder, oh, was I the hero in that story? And but tonight's story, I will not be the hero. Tonight's story will be, I will be, it will be very unflattering, but I will have a lot of excuses that will lead up to that, but none of them make the end okay. But what happened happened, and it's kind of funny, and it's a story about um, the way that you can talk to people and uh, and how that people react to these things that can be very strange. But in 2007, I toured Europe, playing rock and roll. It was the first time I'd ever done anything like that. It was mostly Germany, and then some of the outlying, the Netherlands and Poland, uh, Switzerland, and a few other places. Anyways, it was a 23 shows in like something like 25 or 26 days, including travel. So it was like one nighters, and they were mostly clubs, although we did a couple of very large festivals. So like you're going from like city to city, and you're not like getting a lot of opportunity to rest. And I was able to yoga mostly kept me sane throughout the travel. I would do yoga right before the show and right after. I had a sequence that I split for that. But I watched everyone kind of went crazy because, like, if you got 6 hours sleep, that was, you were like, oh my God, that felt so good. So like you're living on not enough sleep. And so it was the last show of that tour was a festival called the WGT, which is in Leipzig, Germany. It's the Wave Gothic Festival. Although we were kind of more of a punk band, somehow we ended up on this Wave Gothic Festival, which was incredible. It's a huge hall. I don't know, it seemed like, I think it was like 3,000 people there or something, but just really packed. The last show, we're all very tired, and we played decently considering there was a lot of equipment failure from the PA system and everything. But I brought on that tour, I brought on all the tours my own microphone because all of the clubs, they just use the same microphone every night for each artist. And I didn't want to be like putting my mouth on a different microphone every night that some other person the night before had put their mouth on, and some other person the night before put their mouth on. And so I brought my own microphone, and I would, pack it up every night before, as I packed my guitar and stuff up. And on the last show, I had pulled some off stage, and then I'm like, oh, I have to go get my mic. And I went back to get my microphone, and it was gone. So I went to the stage manager person. I said, oh, I brought my own microphone, and I think you must have taken it down or something. And they were like, oh yeah, no, we didn't take your microphone down. I'm like, no, I left my microphone here, and you must have taken it down where I took my guitars off. And they're like, no, we didn't take your microphone. And like something inside of me just snapped, and I just said, give me my microphone. And they took some out of their pocket and they handed me the microphone, and I walked away, put it in my bag, zipped it up, got in the truck, got on the plane, ended up back in Los Angeles, slept, woke up at 3 in the morning going, where am I, with weird jet lag. The next day, emptied out my bag, 2 microphones. I was so sorry. I yelled at that person. I must have been half asleep and didn't know that I took the microphone. But the way that I spoke to them made them just go, okay, we're going to give you the microphone, which is not a lesson in how to get things, even though that seems like the way it worked out. But anyways, we're going to start in the seated position. Thank you for listening to my confession. Oh, wait a second. I want to see what Julie is here. Thank you, Julie. All right. From the seated position, let me get back further so you can see my legs. Just turn the feet in a little bit. And we're going to do a couple of the Kundalini ones I've been opening up with. Try to keep the back real straight to the crown of your head. And we're going to do that, draw the circle on the ceiling movement. And we're breathing in and out through the nose. Thank you so much for everybody that plugged in here tonight. It's a long and deliberate breath in the nose, really slowing the breath down, which hopefully will slow the mind down. We're breathing deep into the lungs rather than just in the chest so that we can really give ourselves a nice experience. I'm going to keep going. Good. I need to switch my feet. And then let's switch directions. The opposite direction. Big circle on the ceiling. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Great. Back to center. Right arm up to the ceiling, and then we'll bring it down the back. We're going to grab the elbow right there. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. I'm going to move my camera back, so just keep breathing. Sounds like Chewbacca. Good, and let's do the other side. Left arm all the way up and down the back. We'll push the head back against the arm and breathe. By the way, all of you that have been doing yoga with me for a while, you know the sequence goes kind of in a certain way. There's like an arc. So when I was on the road, the 3 times I did those tours over in Europe, I would do the sequence all the way up until like where we're doing tree, and then I would stop and go on stage. And then when I got off stage, I would do the rest of the sequence. Good. So right arm down, keep it straight, left arm up and over. And we'll breathe here. So the performance actually like kind of became a part of the sequence, the middle, the peak of the sequence. But it's a way that I could prepare myself. And other side, please. Looking up along the elbow to the ceiling, breathing in the nose. We're going to go nice and slow tonight, but we're going to start a little differently into the power part of the sequence. So from here, we're just going to put our hands at the top of the mat. And we're going to step back to the top of our first plank. So just take your time, as I know it's a little early. We're going to hold the core tight, the belly and the legs. We're going to breathe in the nose, drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out. And let's do a couple of these different. Let's lower down, up dog, third eye, and then knees apart, child's pose, which I almost never do. Keep the hands out where they are. You can lengthen them out further. Bring your forehead to the mat, and we're going to take about 3 or 4 breaths with the forehead to the mat. Good. Back up to the top of plank. We're going to do just one more like that. Top of plank, lower down, up dog, third eye. Then knees down with the knees apart so we can fit the body down in there. We lengthen again back in the child's pose. And we breathe here. Good. Back up to the top of plank. These next 2 will be our normal. We lower down again. Up dog, third eye, tight legs, down dog, lifting the hips now, looking at the navel. We're going to bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down, stepping back and forth in place a little bit. Good. And we're going to walk our way up to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. Let's come all the way up to the sky. We're going to bring the hands down through the heart center and then all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower down, drop down, up dog, third eye, legs tight, and down dog, navel. Good. You could stay here or you could come up on the toes on the in-breath or down with the heels on the out-breath, or to stay looking at the navel, breathing in the nose. We'll do a long hold here. Good. Walking back up to the top of the mat, feet together. We look up, the forward fold, up to the sky, hands together above the head. They come down to the heart, back up on the in-breath, forward folding again with the low fingers. We look up, we step back, top of push-up. We lower down, up dog, and down dog. And nice. So remember, you can rest, and that child's pose that we did earlier is a great way to rest. But continue breathing in and out through the nose deliberately. Good. Walk or jump, top of the mat, feet together again. We look up, forward fold. Let's come on all the way up again. Look at the hands, and then we're going to arch back a little bit. Good, and then let's push out the walls. You can take the feet apart for the pushing out of the walls. We're going to turn and look to the right, but try to turn from the hips up so we don't go down into the knees. We'll take a couple breaths here today. Good, and then all the way to the other side. Good, and back to center. We're going to bring the feet back together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart, and we're going to sit in chair. Good. From chair, we come up over, forward folding. We're going to look up. We're going to step back again, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog. Warrior two on the, warrior one on the right. Warrior one. I was thinking about warrior two. We're going to bring the hands together above the head and look up, doing warrior one. We breathe here. Great. Hands back down, stepping back, lower down, up dog, down dog. Warrior one on the left, left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Hands up in prayer above the head, looking up. Couple breaths here in warrior one. Good. Hands down, step back, lower down, up dog, legs tight, and down dog. Very nice. We breathe here. And walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, Utkatasana, and standing. Great. Let's do a couple more at least. Sit in chair. Good. Up over, forward fold, and fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. Warrior one again on the right foot, warrior one, back up, hands up, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back a little bit. Feel that back leg being straight and the back foot being flat on the mat, cat in the hat. All right, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog, left side, warrior one, Arms up, hands up, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Feeling the back foot, the outside edge of it down into the mat, breath in the nose. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and very nice breathing here. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat. We look up, the forward fold, feet and knees, chair again, standing, excellent. We'll do some extra stuff on this one, sit in chair. Good, up over, forward folding. We look up, we step back again, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, warrior one again, right side, left foot turns out, arms up. From here, let's reach the arms out in the front, palms facing the sky. We're gonna breathe. Shoulders down, tight core, breathing in the nose. All righty, turn the palms to face, open up. Feel the shoulder blades coming a little bit together in the back and open the hands real wide. Maybe look at the ceiling. Go ahead, turn the palms to face the ceiling, hands together again above the head, arching back if you feel like it. And very nice, hands up, back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, and left side, please. Right foot turns out. Good. Back up for the moment here with the hands. And then out in the front with the hands, palms facing the ceiling, breathing in the nose. Good. Turn the palms to face, open up, maybe look up. Turn the palms to face the ceiling and all the way up, look up to the hands, look up and arch back. Very nice. Hands down again, stepping back, lower down, up dog, down dog, and we breathe here. All right, hop, walk, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold. Let's sit in chair. And we haven't done this in a while. We're going to take the right elbow outside of the left leg. Make sure the tail doesn't swing around too much. Hands in prayer, pull in, fingers to the face. And whatever you normally do here is fine. I'm going to look at my toes. You can look at the ceiling. You can open the arms as long as the elbow is outside of the leg, the arms outside of the leg. Breathing. Good. Let's just straighten the legs and hang in a little bit of a forward fold rest. Good. Sit in a chair again. And then we'll do the other side. Left elbow outside, hands in prayer, pulling in. We'll breathe here. And whatever you did on the other side, if you can kind of try to mimic it. Good. Forward fold again. This time, take the feet apart a little bit. And you can grab prayer or elbows, and we're going to hang down. And you're welcome to bounce, or you're welcome to just hang. If you bounce, please push the breath out of your nose as you drop the body down through the crown of the head. Let's come up and touch the roof. And all the way back down, we're going to bring the peace fingers under the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside. You pull the elbows away from the ears. It's okay if the legs are bent. We're going to breathe as the spine reaches to the top of the head to the mat. Good. On the in breath, back up. On the out breath, back down, hands under feet from the front so the toes touch the crease in the wrist. All right, let's stand, feet back together again, big toes touching, maybe thumbs out. I'm gonna take a couple breaths here, just staring straight forward, breathing in the nose. And let's sit in chair. Excellent. Up, over, forward, folding. We look up, flat back. We're stepping top of push-up again. Lower down, up dog, down dog. And this time, warrior two on the right, right foot steps, arms out over the legs. We're going to take a few breaths here. Tight core, light shoulders, looking at the fingers in front of us. Straighten the leg in the front. We're going to reach out a bit, triangle, right hand down, left arm up, maybe looking to the reaching left hand. Maybe palms out, breathing in the nose, lengthening the spine a little bit. Place both hands on the shin. Let's shorten the stance a couple of inches. You could stay here, which is actually pyramid, or you could twist Pavrita Trikonasana, ripping the big toe into the mat, twisting the triangle, tough pose. You can always go easy with it tonight, which is what I'm going to do. Very nice. Hands back down, stepping back again, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog. The elusive warrior two, again, warrior two on the left. Arms back up, out over the legs. Breathing here. All right, straight the leg in the front. We'll reach out a bit for triangle. I did shorten the stance a little bit for my triangle. I do that. I was doing it unconsciously for a while, but my warrior two stance, I think, is a little long. We're going to breathe here. And both hands on the shin. We'll shorten the stance a little bit. We'll keep the right hand down, the left hip in, and we twist. Grip the mat with the big toe in the front. Lengthen the spine and the breath. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping back, top of push-up. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. Breathing in down dog. In the nose, we stay here. Good. Walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, and stand. Excellent. Arms down. Let's do the second half of the standing series. Chair again. Good. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, tap a push up, lower down, up dog, down dog, right side, warrior two. Knee over ankle, as always, breathing, looking at the fingers in front of us. We're going to take the center of the right forearm for an extended side angle. Good, left arm up and over. We'll breathe here. You could put your right hand on the ground if you care to. Keep breathing. We got a lot of sirens on my street today. Hope everybody's good and okay. Good. Back to warrior two. You can keep the back foot flat. I'm going to come to the ball of the foot, swing the left arm through. So we twist. We breathe here. You could also put the knee down if you prefer. Very nice. Hands back down, stepping back. Top of push up again. We lower down, up dog, down dog, and left side warrior two. Back up. Breathing, looking at the fingers, finding our personal space. All right, forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. We'll stay here. You could put the left hand down if you like. Back up to warrior two. Let's twist. Right elbow through. Hands in prayer. Breathing. Could put the knee down if you like in the back. Very nice. Hands back down, step back. We lower down, up dog, and then down dog. And you can do right foot, but however it works for you, we're going to come up to horse. Once in horse, feet are about the distance of the elbows, toes splayed out. But let's put the hands on the knees tonight. They sit kind of heavy, like kind of pushing into the legs a little bit. Then an out breath, right shoulder forward, forward and down, and back up, in breath, and then left shoulder forward and down. And side to side, please. Very nice. Let's come up and hold the ceiling. Breathing here. Nice and simple. That's a deep and deliberate breath in the nose by both directions. You could also restrict the throat and the larynx to get that Darth Vader sound, which is the Ashtanga yoga tradition. Good, let's stand. We're going to turn the feet to run straight forward. We're going to reach straight up and then straight down. Hands right under the shoulders, fingers on the toe line. We'll stay here. You can put your palms down if they go easily. Keep the legs straight. Head down, breath in the nose. Good, back up, reach to the ends of the fingers. And then behind the back, we're gonna grab the hands together. If your upper back is holding tension, mine is because I prepared my taxes today. Or you can push the palms together, or you could have them a bit apart. It's up to you. But palms together seemingly takes away the depth of the pose, but it is not important. What is important is that we're getting what the body needs. So we're going to breathe here. Good. Back up on an in breath, touch the ceiling. On an out breath, all the way down. I'm going to grab the shins, ankles, or big toes with the peace fingers, with the elbows pulling away from the ears, lengthening the head down. Good. Back up. Let's see if I can do this in this space. Let's shorten the stance a little bit to about 3 feet. We're going to turn the left toes to the back, right toes to about 45 degrees. So you're probably facing out the back of your mat, I hope. We'll bring the arms out. I'll face away from the arms. And then behind the back, we grab the elbows, a reverse prayer. We're going to take a breath in. On the out breath, we're going to fold down and square the shoulders to the earth. And we'll breathe here. And wherever you are, it's okay. We'll all end up in the same place in a couple of minutes. Just breathing into the pyramid pose. Good. And those of you that want to, lift that back foot off the ground into warrior number 3. And if you like, Ardha Chandrasana, left hand down, right arm up. And just for a moment, we'll switch the hands. Good, and then that back foot down, and we're going to pivot. So left toes 45, right toes to the front of space, arms out, and behind the back again. So as long as we're doing the opposite side, we'll take a breath in, look up, and as we breathe out, we'll forward fold again and stay a bit here in pyramid. Really great hamstring worker. And when you're ready, we're going to push off that back foot and stand in warrior 3. You could skip it if you like, staying in pyramid. Taking a break anytime we want. And right hand down, left arm up. Those of you that want to do that one. And switch the hands just for a moment. Excellent. Let's everybody stand and we'll step it out. Very nice. So from standing, we're going to do tree, standing on the left foot first, grabbing the right ankle, lifting the right foot way up high, or putting it out in the front. I'm going to do hands to heart center as I do often. You could reach up if you like to. We'll take many breaths here. Good. Let that down. Let's step it out and let's do the other side. So standing on the right, we're going to lift the left and hands to the heart again or all the way up. Again, you're welcome to put the leg in the front. We're opening up front to back, so as if like a brick wall is coming and just holding the hip in place and pushing the knee back, and then a brick wall from behind so that they come nice and flat. Very nice. Let it down, step it out. Back to standing on the left foot. We're going to do right on right today. I don't remember for sure. I think Monday we did the twist one. Regardless, left foot down, right knee up, right hand grabs the right knee, leg straight forward, foot straight forward. Those of you that want to are welcome to take the peace finger and extend the leg, but continue to stand up straight and tall no matter how you approach holding this right leg, and we breathe. Very nice. Open that right leg out to the right and then look over to the left. And continue to hold the core and lengthen up to the top of your head and lengthen the breath. Good. Back to center. Show me the foot, the bottom of it. Good. Let it down, step it out. So standing on the right, we lift the left. And again, you could extend the leg if you like, but left leg straight forward, just like the standing right foot is straight forward. We'll breathe here. And let's open that left leg out to the left as we look over the right shoulder. Back to center. Show me the bottom of the foot. Woo! All right. Let it go. Step it out. Let's squat. If you want to do headstand or crow, you're welcome to. I'm going to push my elbows against my legs and lengthen up the back. And we'll take a few breaths here, if not more. Good. Let's come to hands and knees. Just take a couple of moments in hands and knees just to feel the earth with your hands. The knees are 2 fists apart. Good. And let's make sure that the shoulders over the wrists and the hips are over the knees. So I want that spacing for this next pose. Turn the right hand in to face the left, and then feed the left arm through, laying down onto your left shoulder. Push the right hand against the mat, which will stretch the back a little bit. And those of you that want to can come around grabbing the leg, but for me, I like to push against the mat the whole time. Let's breathe here. Good. Back up. So we'll do the other side. So left hand down. You can nail it in place, and then right arm reaching through and push the left hand against the mat. If you want to come up around the back, you're welcome to. Good. Back to hands and knees. Step the right foot top of the mat and Superman the arms straight up. And we'll stay here a little bit. Let the hips hang down. The right foot can come a little further forward until you feel some stretching here on the left leg. And right on the inside, hands down, right hand right inside the right foot, knee pulling against the shoulder. You could stay here. You could walk the hands forward and try to get your elbows down, or you could stay with the hands right there, looking at the floor, breathing in the nose. Good. Step that leg back and left foot forward. And we're going to Superman that arm straight up. Take a few breaths here, getting set up and then letting the hips hang down, letting the right quad stretch. Good. Down on the inside like the other. Breathing here, looking at the floor, keeping the leg pulling against the side. If you wanted to bring the hands forward, whatever you did on the other, the right side. Excellent. Let's step back. We're going to step all the way back, top of push-up, because we're going to get our way to pigeon. So top of push-up, belly and legs tight. We lower down. Up dog, third eye. Down dog. Good. And we're going to reach the right foot up. We're going to hold it for a couple breaths. You bend that leg, opening up to the hip. And then throw that shin, top of the mat. Left leg scooches back. You could arch looking up, third eye. And then ultimately, hands down, forearms down, maybe forehead down. We'll breathe here. Very nice. Hands down again. You could shake the leg that was bent out a little bit if you like before we run the next vinyasa. We lower down, up dog, down dog, and left leg reaching up. Breathing here. And you could bend that leg if you like, opening up. And let's throw that shin top of the mat, scooch the right leg back. Third eye looking down to breathing. Here we go again. All righty, hands down again, top of the mat. One more push up. You could shake that leg out. We lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's sit down. Good. Left leg out, right foot in tight. We're going to do this dynamic tonight. You could do it static if you prefer, but left grabbing left, so left hand on left toes or the shin. You can hold a rope around the foot if you like. And then we're going to breathe in as we reach up, looking up. And then as you breathe out, we'll fold down and try to bring that shoulder down so you're like you're flatting to the ground, and then back up again on the in-breath. And we're going to just continue with the movement and the breathing. Excellent. Next time you're up, go ahead, stay up, looking to the reaching hand and continue breathing. All right, excellent. Let's switch the legs. So right leg out, right on right, however you grip the other side. And then continuing with the movement, in breath, up, out breath, down. Good. Next time you're up, we'll stay up and continue breathing. Excellent. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to do Baddha Konasana, but we're going to do the first version I learned, which I did for quite a few years. So we're going to take the thumbs and bring them into the arches of the foot. And whether you have arches or not, we're going to stick them in there. I have big arches, they're my mom's. And then we're going to fold the arches open, sitting up tall for a moment. And then we're opening the feet like a book. And then we're going to fold out, putting the elbows on the legs, trying to fold the heart into the book. So we'll breathe here. That's a little more difficult for me. Let's stay and breathe. Good. Back up. Let's legs out. Let's reverse plank. So we're going to point the toes, and we want the fingers pointing towards the pointing toes, and the hands are back behind us, under the shoulders. Lift the hips. Look at the ceiling. Great. Back down. Let's bend the right leg, hug it in close. Left toe stay engaged to the ceiling. Left hand grabs right leg, right hand 6 inches behind the tail. We look at the wall. We can put the elbow outside if you like. We breathe here. And let's switch it. Right leg out, left foot in, right toes point to the ceiling, right arm grabs the left leg. We sit up tall again. Then we'll do whatever we did on the other side, but keep that nice posture, giving profile. Excellent. Back around, both legs bent. Here we go. Arms under the legs, roll back onto the tail. You could stay right here. You can bring the arms out parallel to the earth and lock those shoulders back. You could straighten the legs, hands at prayer, third eye or toes. You keep the legs bent. 1 to 5, we breathe. Great. Cross the legs, grab the shin, sit up really tall. And then up again, 2 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again, 3 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 4. And cross the legs, sitting up. And last one, number 5. Good. We're going to bring the knees into the chest and just roll back on this one. So the legs are just parallel, not crossed. We're going to grab the shins, pull them down, and bring the nose up to the knees and take a couple of breaths here. Good. And then feet down for bridge. We lift the hips, we tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers. Those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana are welcome to. Let's breathe here. Let's breathe everywhere. Good, come on down. And we are going to go upside down, kicking the feet up and over the head. For plow, you're welcome to skip it. You're going to have the hands on the back or fingers interlaced with the arms down. We'll take a few breaths here, taking our time. If the hands are not on the back, put them there now and lift the feet straight up to the ceiling, sitting the weight in the shoulders and the elbows, breathing and staring at the toes in the ceiling. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees down. You could stay there. The rest of us are grabbing the feet and lowering into dead bug. In dead bug, soles of the feet to the ceiling, holding them with the hands, knees in the armpits, staying still or rocking around. All right, bring the knees into the chest again, keep the head down, arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, you can put the right hand on the knees if you like. We'll take several breaths here, just trying to relax into the twist. All the way back up and over to the other side. Good. Back up to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. Tell yourself you did a good job. And then let's lay down. The feet a little bit apart. The hands a little away from the body. drifting into the mat, relaxing. You can even talk to the body. I always start with the fingers. I was like, fingers relax, feet relax, shoulders chill out, into the mat, stay down. All right, let's move the fingers and toes a bit. You can rotate at the wrists and the ankles. And then we're going to stretch the hands way over the top of the head, reaching long from the toes to the fingers and pull your core down and hold there. Excellent. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Once sitting, we bring the hands to the heart center. Fire in the hands, fire in our hearts. Good, and all the way up. We're going to take a big breath in as much as you can get. We're going to breathe in more. Even through the mouth, we breathe in more. We're going to hold core and floor and legs tight. And don't be shy. Let everything go. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Woohoo! I like laying down. I don't normally join you for the final rest, but I did today. That was awesome. It's danieloverberger.com. If you wish to find the links to my Venmo and PayPal there. We do this every Monday and Wednesday at 7 in the Los Angeles time zone. And thank you, Terry. I'm going to stop the recording and say hello to everyone. Everyone, hello.